just wait for a few more people to get in, guys, and then I shall start on explaining this new update 3.0.0 and the arrivals of the two new heroes that we have all been waiting for. This Scott, nice to see you too. So this video is not just going to be a Luna based video, as this content and the new heroes is also coming to Solar very shortly, so keep your eyes peeled on that. So of course, those who've been on the game today, you would have seen the release of these two new heroes, which we will go to in more detail shortly. But I can tell you from a point in hand straight away that these are very good if you can manage to get them. Garado, unfortunately I don't speak Spanish. I can say hola and como estas. That's about all I can do in Spanish. Scott, you missed the game, you missed a friend, yeah. I love the game for the friends' benefit. Come back, that's all I can say, come back. New things every couple of months now, new events, so yeah, come back, make some friends, give me a message in game if you need to. Anyway, going back to this event, so not the event, the new update. So there's new updates come out today, and there are changes, a lot of changes that I am going to be talking to you about. So before we go into detail of the hero, I just want to go through the update and what's actually changed and what's currently available for us now. So update 13.0.0, this is it in a nutshell. Also guys, I don't know if it's been made aware yet, but there is a gift code available for those on the new update currently. So for the Luna with the new heroes that are available for us now, if you use code Orlando 2022 in game, that'll give you some nice gifts for us all. So yeah, going into the update now. So of course, point one is the introduction of the two new heroes. The second thing is added some advanced research, Thunder and Power, as well as that there's new chapters in Merlin Trial, chapter 41, 42 for the heroes. There's the new event Mythical Summons, which we were just on. It's the chances to drop hero frags for the new heroes, that is, and the hero council trial, which I'll show you in a bit, is basically based off the things you've got in your covenant at the minute. You just go through the trial and pick up some gold summoning horns ready for whenever you want to use them, and the timed hero trial, which isn't quite out yet, but shall be. Oh, it is out there. This is I haven't really looked too much into this at the minute. This is all to do with the points. Obviously they want you to try and get the two there. I've only got 10 points, so it's all to do with gold discs, if you have them both. And my Kiara and King lot aren't obviously max stars at the minute, hence why I haven't got a lot of points on that. But it's always good for gold if you're a big spender, and you get nearly 80k gold there. So that's about it really from the news centre. Just a few facts that you might have missed, that haven't, if you haven't read that. So at the minute, in the store, they've added King Lot, as you can see there. Obviously we used to be able to get him in Neverfalls, so hopefully many people have got him now in Luna. He is now available in the Alliance store for 65,000 merit points to get him if you haven't got him, or hopefully level up the stars in time to come. Before I continue, I'm just going to read through the comments and see if there's anything I can address there. Yeah guys, I see some people go through their UID, as I've put in the description. The devs of the game and the people who watch from the game point of view, they will pick 100 people at random if you put your UID number there. What I mean by UID number is if you go in the top left here of your account, you'll see underneath your Lord name is your UID. Obviously mine there is 819498884. So if you copy and paste that into the comments, those who watch the video from the game side will pick that up. Yes, Jay, Solar are behind on Heroes, but it has been posted on the Facebook page by the game that the Heroes will be coming to Solar, so please keep an eye on that. So also what's happened on this new update is the Griffin for the emblems have come to Portal. So going on the portal. As you see there, guys, every port you do, you will get 7 Griffin emblems. So obviously, if you haven't got Griffins already, yeah, do portal every 48 hours. That's all I can say. So always good for them to swap out the your Ursin that was there before with the Griffin. So hopefully we can all get some Griffin now. So now we're going to talk about the heroes. What I'm sure those of you who are watching want to know and understand, especially from Solar. Like I said, if there's people in Solar watching here, these heroes are going to be coming to you at some point. So yeah, please watch out. So the first hero I'm going to talk about is Orlando, the Night Shard. Just reading through Levi, Bryn, and I thought Gabe would be there, he's not. And John, yep, hello, thanks for going in the chat. Rennie, hello, yep, thanks for commenting. Reading through the other comments here. We need to have access to items needed to upgrade lower heroes and stuff without having to pay. So at the minute, so the 2 heroes beforehand, Kiara and King Lot, there's a current event at the minute. If you haven't got Kiara especially, because I know King Lot was in the Neverfalls, the comeback event for the hero's return is a really good way to get the previous heroes. As you can see here, that you can get 15 frags from Kiara and King Lot as you get on. So if you haven't done this already, this event, I can talk to you at the end about this event. We'll go through the update first and then I'll talk to you about this event. But there's stipulations that the returning Lord needs to meet and that lot before you can actually get going in this event. But as you can see, so I've already got 5 frags for Kiara there, there's 15 coming up, so that's 20 frags for Kiara, so that's Kiara if you haven't already summoned her. And then as you go along the event, there's King Lot 5 there and another 15 there. So yeah guys, if I've just seen the comment that from, who was it, Desir, sorry if I've pronounced that wrong, but yeah, for King Lot especially, and Kiara, there's opportunities there in this event to try and get them. So I'm just going to go back to the heroes and talk about the benefits and their Kraken stats that they bring. So Orlando, the Night Shard here, to me, looks like, I mean, I'm an English myself, so I'm going to be very biased here, but it looked like, what you see on Netflix, a typical like English Roman looking type soldier. So we're going quite old school on his look, I would say. He's got hair a bit like me actually, but yeah. So on look wise, because I'm English, going to be a bit biased. He would to me look like a typical Roman looking knight or an English knight. So just to talk through his stats first of all. So as you can imagine, this is the new hero, and they've the best stats are gonna be around this one. I don't know if it's been posted on the King of Avalon Facebook page yet, but I did do a video with the marketing team, and they asked me to predict or my expectations of the hero, and in that video I actually said that the stats I would presume to be around, you know, the top level 6 stars. I said I would expect them to be around, you know, 3k for the infantry, cavalry, and bowman, like health, attack, defense, and I was going to expect 1k for the troop benefits, which when we go through these in a minute, you will realise that, and you will see that I wasn't actually too far off. So let's go through the stats one on one. Orlando, the Night Shard, doesn't really, I don't think, hits the troop stats at all. That's more to do with the other one. So I'm just going to go through these one by one and show you what we can expect from this hero. So to start off with the first skill, which is cavalry defense. Both of these heroes are going to replace the NS3 heroes, so that's Catagon and Maddox. So they're going to replace NS3 heroes, and like the NS3 heroes, these are going to be mainly focused on infantry benefits. And when we talk about the unique skills they bring, it'll be infantry benefits that will tackle bowman specifically for the enemy. So yeah, let's go one by one here. You've got cavalry defense here with a plus of 3067. Obviously that's max star there of 6 stars. Obviously it does happen in the game. There are big spenders and that lot, so but I would imagine the 1-star skill level would be around it's got to be about, I haven't unlocked them yet, so I'm not sure, and I haven't seen anyone who has, but I'd imagine they're way over 2k, the level 1 skill. Like I said, I would imagine, but please, if anyone's got them in the comments already, let me know what the percentage increase is just for a 1-star skill. So that's cavalry defense on the first skill there. The next one is Bowman Defense, again adding 3067 stats to your Bowman Defense if it was maxed star level. Moving on now is the cavalry health plus 3067. Obviously, like every hero, you can see the gist here. All their health, attacks, and defense are all going to be plus 3067. Lucas Platter, good evening. Yeah, thanks for commenting. Yeah, so cavalry health plus 3067 there. Moving on to the bowman health there, 3067. So on and so forth. Next we've got the cavalry attack, 3067. And finally we've got the bowman attack. So that's all the 1x1 skills and what you expect from Orlando the Night Shard. Deborah, hello, thanks for popping up. This chat isn't where most of the comments are, Deborah. So if you go to the Kings of Avalon page and go on the video that is being streamed by Kings of Avalon there, you will see the rest of the comments. This is just on my other screen, so I don't check this one very regularly. So if you do go onto Kings of Avalon page, go onto the stream there, and I'd be more willing to answer and see the comments on that one rather than this one to my left. So go on to the other hero now. I don't want to try and pronounce her name. Ursa? Maybe? I don't know, but I really like the look of her. They've gone like very Viking, which I love because I'm on Netflix at the minute. You know, I'm watching all the Last Kingdom just come out again, and you know, Vikings, all the things I like to see. So they brought out the new look of this hero, and I think it's probably the best looking hero in my view. Like I said, a very Viking looking female, which obviously are portrayed to be absolute machines and very good in battle. So similar to what we did in the other hero, I'm going to go quickly one by one through the skills, and then as a collective, both of them, we're going to talk about the unique skills of what both may bring if you pair them especially. Deborah, yep, you made it. Arthur, good evening to you too. Seeing what else we've got here. Comments section. like I said, guys, if anyone's actually got this hero yet, please let me know what you think about him. And like I said, I haven't got it yet or seen anyone with it, so I'd love to know what the stats bring just for a 1-star skill rather than the max ones we're talking about now. So without further ado, I'll go on to the skills for these. So the first skill for, like I said, I don't know the pronunciation exactly, but I'm going to call it Ursa. So like I said, it's heavily infantry, although the last one wasn't much of an infantry. That was more cavalry and bowman, attack and health and defense. I would guess these are infantry and troops. So Deborah just asked comment, guys. You can reply to her, keeping all horns till the buff. That's what she's doing. Is there anyone else doing it? Is that what they're going to do? So let's go on to it. So first of all, infantry attack has the same sort of pattern, 3067 all the time. So like I said, this one will be focused on infantry, and I haven't actually looked at it myself, but I'd imagine all the troops and can you tell how to set defense for this heroes? Do you mean in for troop formations? Is that what you mean, Lucas? Yeah. Is that what you mean? Is in like what troops would be best for these heroes? I'll just move on and come back to that question in a minute. Yeah. So infantry attack for the first one, and then we're moving on to the troop defense. Like I said, I guessed beforehand it would be about 1k, and as you can see, I was pretty spot on. So the troop defense here is on a match scar 1024. Lucas, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos before, but I would always recommend a critical defense just for the point of having the critical hit chance. I would also go for critical defense. So moving on. Again, infantry defense here, 3067. So you can see the trend. Like I said, it would be infantry, heavily infantry for this hero with troop stats as well. Next one coming up is the troop health, 1024. Again, infantry health, 3067. And hero troop attack of 1024. I'm looking forward on this Saturday's KVK. You know, the big spenders, those who've got T13 already, most probably will have these heroes. I'm looking forward to seeing the reports that get shared around the Kings of Avalon family on, you know, like on Discord and through people's YouTubes. I'm looking forward to how these play out in battle in comparison to those without it, because we're just going to talk about the actual unique benefits that they will bring, not only as we've talked about for the skills in like the stats benefit for yourself, but as you saw from the King lot as well, the new heroes that are coming into play not only have a benefit for yourself for attacking, but also a benefit of reducing your opposition stats as well. So whoever you're attacking, these stats are not only increasing yours, but they're also decreasing theirs, which we'll just touch on in a minute. So first of all, we're going to go back onto Orlando Nightshard and talk about his unique skill. So it says here that the troops led by Orlando deal extra damage to enemies' troops, max 6 tier types. So to go back to your question, Lucas, with these troops, I would recommend a critical march for this rather than a mixed one. Yeah, so they will deal extra damage to enemy troops, max 6 tiers of troops, worth your infantry base health times 5,000%. So that's to the health, and then it just says there the damage ignores enemies' defense as well. So with these, I've actually got a gallantry benefit. For those who don't know what gallantry means, it basically means if this hero, basically if both new heroes that have come out today are both in your covenant, as in like equipped into your council, then they will get this extra benefit, which is the gallantry benefit. So this one for Orlando Nightshard, gallantry benefit is to increase damage against bowmen with infantry health by 2000% when the 2 gallantry heroes are deployed. So to correct myself, is not only if they are selected in the council, to get this gallantry benefit, you also need to send them. They need to be paired, so either in a march or on your wall. So they need to be paired when attacking, and also paired on the defense for the gallantry benefits to work. Just coming on to Arthur's comment. Obviously, I'm a low spender myself. I'm not saying my stats are the best, but in the past, I've been playing on my kingdom now for 2 and a bit years. At the start, I spent, when I say a bit of money, I mean like maybe £100 altogether. So since then, I've not really spent. So I'm a low spender myself. What KOA are very good at doing is they will release new things daily, not daily, like frequently. As you see, every couple of weeks, not just a new hero, but a new other item comes out. But what you will find is then the previous one that you might not have all of then becomes available for you. So you've always got a progression of stats, even if you are a non-spender. Like I said, I am a non-spender. I'm not sure what my stats are now. I think they're 16, 17 and 18Ks, I think. So like I said, I'm not the best player, but I'm definitely competitive. Yeah, I do, Andrew. I do know what you mean, but like I said, they're good in the way that they will introduce new things, but obviously the things that you may not have previously then become free. For example, I haven't got any of the Griffin emblems for my hero, not for my hero, for my dragon, sorry. So obviously this new update have brought Griffin into portals for free. So in time, obviously everything takes time if you're a non-spender. So in time, I will obviously then be a full Griffin. So that's enough on the progression of KOA and what they do. Back to the update and the hero. So like I said, the gallantry is activated if you send both the new heroes on a march or on the wall. Moving on to the other heroes' special benefits and the gallantry benefits, you will see that what I was on about in the gallantry there, we'll talk about that in a minute, about reducing actually your enemy's stats while on a attack or defense. So it says here the basic skill for Ursa, I'm going to call her, like I said, I don't know the pronunciation completely, is that the infantry led by Ursa gains a 6,000 health and 4,000 defense. So that's massive. That's obviously infantry are a massive part of any march, whether it's your defense march or your attack. And to gain a 6,000% health and a 4,000% defense really is quite a game changer, because infantry, in my opinion, is the most important troop stat to have in, is a meat wall for if you get attacked. Obviously the infantry die out first, so like I say, I always work on my infantry stats first and then make sure everything catches up to them, because I think predominantly infantry are what will save you in the end. So like I said, I think that benefit is massive to have Ursa, and like I said, I think she looks pretty cool. So if I was going to choose between the two, I think for my first one I would go definitely for this one that I'm showing right now. So the gallantry benefit, like we spoke about gallantry, when you pair them up and you have both of them in a march, this will reduce the enemy's bowman attack by 3,000%. like I said, not only these, if people do max them, they max them pretty quickly if they're a big spender. So these people will not only have the the 3,000% benefits on their stats. If they use this against you, you're also then going to have a negative 3,000% Bowman attack on yours, which will obviously significant. Let's say I'm getting attacked with these heroes, it will significantly reduce my Bowman attack, making them pretty weak. Obviously the infantry go first, and then the cavalry and bowman go hand in hand. So so I think obviously the King Lot and Garado beforehand had similar benefits, but obviously not to the extent that these have. So I can imagine the new heroes from now on are going to be heavily in stats for your benefit, and then also the fact that they do and will reduce your opponent's stats at that. Like I said at the start of the video, guys, for those who wasn't here then, these heroes have just come out for Luna in the first instance, but there was a teaser on the Facebook page just to show that the heroes, they definitely did mention Orlando, will be marching over to Solar in the near future, so please keep your eyes peeled on that, guys. Like I said at the start of the video, I don't know, I haven't seen it posted much on my kingdom or the loudspeaker from the kings of other kingdoms, but there is a gift code available for Luna with this hero, and it is Orlando 2022 gift code. You can reclaim it once per Luna account, and when they get released in Solar, I don't want to confirm because I don't know myself, but I would imagine the code would then be available for you guys in Solar. For the guys watching, I know the viewers have gone down a lot since we've started, but I also do have an account in Solar, but I want to know what's my audience. Are they mostly Luna or are they Solar? Because I'm more than happy to also do some Solar videos of Solar events and so on. I think I'm in Kingdom, I'm only let Shield Old 18 there, not been on a 2 I think it's 10164 my kingdom is in Solar, guys. So if people in Solar are watching, please let me know if you want to see some videos, and if so, of what. Arthur's just mentioned and confirmed the code and said they were decent rewards for the first time. I haven't done it yet, Arthur. Do you mind just putting in the comments what it is, and I can read it aloud to everyone? In fact, screw that, we shall do it ourselves. Orlando 2022. Let's see what they are. There we go, guys. The gift code there gives you hero skill, hero XP, and skills. 100 summoning horns, and 200 silver summoning horns. Obviously, I'm not going to teach people to suck eggs there. Obviously, people do use their horns straight away. 100 is quite a lot in comparison to other rewards, but I would advise you to wait till the festival events. At least you get some festival points then to get other rewards. Then I always try and save up mine to get the festival event points, as I'm, like I say, a non-spender, so all the benefits that festival event brings, I like to try and save all my stuff until then. So this is the code, guys, Orlando 2022, and these are the skills that shall come on completion of that code. I think I'm coming to a draw of the end of what I can talk about with the new event that's come out. But at the start of the video, I did mention the new. Well, it's not new because it did come out a few weeks ago as well. But the Heroes or the Lord Returns event, and especially for non-spenders, it is a brilliant event. So I'm just going to talk about that for 5 to 10 minutes, and the rules that come with that and the benefits that we can get. So before I bore you with the rules in that lot, let's talk about the actual event and the rewards that you can get. So basically, the gist of the game, the event is to try and get a lord, so someone potentially on the line chats or Discord chats or whatever means you have of like a group chat in your kingdom/alliance. So the aim is to get a returning lord back onto the game, and if you do that, then you can then partner up with them and complete quests together to pass through certain stages of a trial. So obviously you can see here I'm on 2,300 points, and my partner, who I got back into the game, is on 2,480, which is a collective point, so he shall be getting the same rewards as me. So talking about the rewards first of all. So to go through them, as you can see, I've got 4,000, so I've completed some already. Just to talk about them. So there was some VIP stuff there, a peace shield, some more VIP stuff, a advanced teleport, and then straight off the bat there, 1,400 points, which isn't a lot. The event only came up today, and like I said, I'm already on like 4,800, whatever it is. And right there off the bat is 5 Kiara frags, and especially for those who aren't spenders, they probably haven't got Kiara yet. I know many of my friends don't, and people in my alliance. So this event is massive, especially to try and get this Kiara, because like I said, King Lot was in Neverfall, so I would expect the majority of people, if they're active enough, and they should have King Lot by now. So straight off the bat there, 5 Kiara frags. There's 5 noble keys there, obviously for either noble badges if you want them, or prestige badges. I'm desperate for prestige badges. I'm on my way to, I'm 42 at the minute, stronghold. I want 44, I want them T13s. There's some healing speed ups there, and then going on to the ones I haven't done yet. Obviously there's prestige badges, more healing speed ups, and boom here straight away. So hopefully, if I get the same points as the day tomorrow, there's 15 Kiara flags straight away. So with the 5 from the one previously, that is 20, so that's enough to summon Kiara straight away. So moving on, you go into some resources, some Philosopher's Stones, and at the end of the event, there's a top level Draconics level 2 ones. I know most people probably have level 3s now, but maybe on a farm, for example, you might not have maybe even any. So to get the top level 2 here, gives the benefits of 223% of stats you can see across the board there. It is a good one, but like I said, if you've got level 3 already, then it's not very beneficial, but it will also give you good, when you go and upgrade your ones that you've got currently, because it is the top level. It gives a lot of XP to get your current ones, a +1 or +2, whatever. Moving on to the when you finally come into King Lot. So although these points are at the end, I think you've got 14 days. Yeah, you've got 14 days to complete this event or get as far as you can. And every day, as you can see here, the daily requests, which I've done 18 out of 2020, they're going to reset daily. So obviously there's great opportunity to get really high end rewards in this event, as you should be able to get in 14 days. Up to where I am now in these 24k region, if not complete it all. So straight away, if you haven't got a King Lot already, or he's only 1 star like myself, getting 20 King Lot frags is a good way to. Obviously, it's coming free now with the Alliance store, so this accompanied with the 2 free a day you can get in the Alliance store. You'll soon be able to get his star up and obviously increase stats then. So there's 5 there, and there is 15 there. You see these little blockers, you see, they're not, you've got to pay to get there. You just got to, so where's my first one for Kiara? Oh, I've already done that. So basically you've got to train a certain amount of troops. So you've got to gain 1.2 million. 1.2 million power from training troops to unlock that. So, or there's a blocker there. Don't be alarmed. You don't actually spend £5 to pass it. It is just training some troops to be able to pass that. So like I said, that's another 20 frags for King Lot. There's a 24 8 RP shield there. Some noble keys, and I think somewhere along the line there is some keys that you use there, Royal Challenger keys, to hopefully, if you're very lucky, get these new heroes out of, or any of the other goodies that you may get from the chests you get on the Honour Pass. So that's enough about the reward with this event. I'm going to talk about what you've got to do and the requirements for especially the partner of this event. So like I said, guys, you get a partner, and between you have to do daily quests. So the daily quests aren't anything too spectacular. It's spending Lord Stamina, gathering resources, completing the Magic Spire, daily gifts, troop trainings, the marketplace, exchanging 20 times max. What was the other one? And use speed ups. So there's nothing too daunting, and like I said, you do that. I've done 18 of them, so you're going to be getting 2,000 at least daily. So like I said, when it comes to these later on look like quite a lot of points, but you've got 14 days to do it, and if you're getting 4,000 or 5,000 a day, you'll soon get that. As well as that, you've got partners quests, which are a collective reward, is a collective quest you need to do together to get the reward. So this one, for example, you both need to log on twice, 4 times between you. So this is troop power increase, that's between you. So even though you would do some of your partner does one, but obviously the requirement for it is a lot higher than the daily ones, because obviously it's a joint effort, this one. As well as that, you have the building power increase as well, and the spending of gold, either through bubbles or speed ups or anything like that. So to go back on that event and talk you through the rules of the returning party. So like I said, the event's going to last 28 days, of which after binding you will only have 14 days. So like I said, you only have 14 days to do it once you're binded, but altogether you've got 28 days to find a little buddy to partner up with. We just spoke about the what's the gist of the event and what you need to do and the rewards at the end of it. So for the requirements, which a lot of people are not confused about, but they don't read the rules and that lot, and they think they're small farms going to be that they haven't logged on to for a certain amount of days is going to be activated and available for this event, and they're struggling to know why they can't find their farm or whatever on it. So the requirement is that the Lord needs to be Stronghold 25 or higher, and have been offline for 15 days consecutively or longer. So like I said, guys, I will reiterate that again. They need to be Stronghold 25 or higher and been offline for 15 days. So if your farm is anywhere below Stronghold 25 or has been recently online less than 15 days, then that is the reason why you can't pair up buddy with them. Yeah, so I think that's basically the main rules. Like I said, you got 28 days, 40 days to complete it, and your partner needs to be 25 and 25 stronghold and over 15 days. I think that is the the core of the events that I spoke about. Like I said, guys, for the non-spenders especially, or even the spenders that want to get their King Lot extra stars, or more prestige banners, a perfect event. Make sure you try and do it. And like I said, if you don't know people in your alliance who haven't got returning lords available, if you're all very active, hopefully you're in a kingdom where you're all nice and friendly, and you shall share each other's returning lords. As in, like, if people's got like 5 farms they haven't been on, and there's 5 different people there that they can hopefully help out. But like I said, guys, I don't want to speak too much about this because my stream today was predominantly to do with the update and the new heroes, but I just want to squeeze in this event because this is a big event, a massive one for non-spenders to get some very good rewards. Like I said, these King Lot, even though the new heroes have just come out, King Lot and Kiara similarly are a very good hero. So yeah, please get that done, guys. Before I wrap this up, I'm just going to read the comments to see if any more has come in since I last spoke to everyone. Marius, sorry can't pronounce that correctly, but thank you very much for the emoji. Brandon's reading your comment now. Storage Angel, return Avalon. Are you a Kings of Avalon player, or are you planning on returning? Please let me know. Yeah, shielding. Hopefully, it doesn't happen all the time, but hopefully you get into a peaceful kingdom. All I can say is anything to do with shielding, it's all to do with routine. I know everyone has a life and people do miss it, but there's plenty of so you don't have to shield all the time. If you play smart, you can just have enough troops. If your march capacity is, let's say, 500k, and you've got a 6 marches, that's what it's like a 1.5 million army you kind of have and be able to hide pretty easily. So it's just about, I do get what you mean, but it's also playing smart with that sort of thing. If you are in a kingdom that is always at war, for example, don't go having a 2 billion power with loads of troops that your hospital and Sampton can't fill, because if you get zeroed by the big spenders and obviously the big people in your kingdom, it's not fun. But for me especially, I think it's all about routine. I try and bubble daily, the same time every night. That's me personally, but obviously everyone has their different opinions. But like I said, guys, I didn't actually introduce myself at the start, I don't think. My name is Luke Mays. I am from England. I don't know if you can tell by my accent. People like it, some people don't. My in-game name is Money Freak, and I'm in Kingdom at 5308. I know I'm streaming through the Kings of Avalon page at the minute, but I do have my own Facebook page in Money Freak Gaming, where although I do stream a lot on Kings of Avalon page, there may be the odd 1 or 2 posts that I do on my my actual page myself. So if you want to support me in my streaming, I did start a few months ago, but I've had a bit of a break recently, just purely due to having a busy life, busy work. I'm hoping to be back, especially for this month, with a lot more streams. So I do watch the streams, not over, but I do look to see, because obviously it stays on their page for a while. I do look to see if there's any other comments like after I've already stopped. So if you do have anything and you're watching this not live and once I've finished, if there's anything you want to see in the future from me, either on the Lunar Kingdom, or like I said, I do have a soda account as well, please leave a comment of what you want to see in the future, and I shall try and endeavour to get the content what everyone wants to see. I know everyone wants to see KVK, but especially for us at the minute, our kingdom isn't very. They are competitive. We've got very good people in our kingdom, but we haven't really sought, or we're not like the well-known kingdoms that try and take 3 kingdoms every KVK. So although a lot of people, we want to see KVKs. If you did want to do that, I'd have to probably, instead of live streaming it, I'd probably have to record it and post it on Facebook or YouTube for that, as KVK obviously it can last up to 24 hours, or although I'm happy to stream for a long time, a lot of it will just be me sat just watching our throne to see if anything happens. So if that's what people want to see, and maybe we can sit in a KVK for 8 hours together and people can put in a comment of what kingdom they're in, or for me to pop over and see, or if there's an intense battle somewhere, we can all watch it on the live stream together. Could be a good idea. Let me know what you want to see, guys. Like I said, I am in Solar as well. I know Solar isn't quite caught to Luna yet in events and the new heroes we're talking about today. I don't know if anyone in Solar's watching. I know UAC is coming soon. I know it was spoken about. I don't know if it's here yet, so please let me know if you've got UAC. If you haven't yet and you are in Solar, bear with it, because UAC is probably my favourite event on the game. And I know when it did go away, a lot of people did miss it and saying it was their favourite as well. So it's a very sought after event. And so for those in Solar, thinking, Luna has all these events, why haven't we? I know UAC is coming to Solar. I just don't know the date, and I don't want to guess a date and it be wrong. So like I said, UAC is coming to Solar, and it is a cracking event. Free teleports as well on that event. So I don't want to speak about UAC too much. We can maybe do another stream on that in the future. We've just had a UAC on, I think it was Sunday it was this time. Great fun that. So like I said, guys, I'm a very approachable person, whether it's on Facebook or, like I said, my name in game is Money Freak Kingdom 5308. So if you do want to add me as a contact in game, whether you need, you just want to chat, or whether you need actually some tips or benefits. I'm not big at it. I don't know like the ins and outs of the game. But like I said, overall I've been playing this game for about 4 years now. Obviously I've seen a massive change over them years, and obviously a lot of things are new even for me. But in my current kingdom, I've been playing that over 2 years now, so I've seen the changes. I have a good knowledge of March benefits and what to do, what not to do, like things to help you grow, whereas with the best ways to use a farm, the festival events for example. If you do want to add me in game, my name is, it's got a little squiggly line, I don't know what you call him, not the straight line, it's a squiggly line, Money Freak with another squiggly line. So that is that, guys. Like I said, this stream today was to introduce the new update and the new heroes with the new events that have come up, and hopefully I've cleared up all the questions asked on the chat, and hopefully everyone is looking forward to, in time or whether you've got them already, the new heroes and their new benefits. Like I said, I can't wait to get that. The woman, like I said, I don't know the actual pronunciation of her name, but I'm going to call them, what was her name? Yeah, Ursa or something like that. Like I said, I love the look of her. Absolutely love. I love like the Vikings and all the films and Netflix series that come with Vikings. So love the look of her. Can't wait to get her, and will enjoy the benefits of both NS. I don't know if you're even calling these NS anymore, because they didn't come from Neverfalls that people normally call like NS3 for like Maddock, and they all came from Neverfalls. So if there is, I think we're on what, NS6 now, but if they're called NS, I don't know, but these are the new heroes. And thank you for watching, guys. Like I said, follow both the Kings of Avalon page and my personal page, Money Freak Gaming, for future content. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye.